Hey folks, I'm Red, and this is my Watcher of Realms channel. This is a free-to-play series. We're on the main account, and we've been at it for, I think, 318 days now. And still enjoying the game, having fun. I've been recently upgrading my Init, and so I'm going to try and use him in Apocalypse 2 in Semra, see if I can get a higher score than 50k, which is what I got last time. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this lady. So this is Yuri is coming on the weekend. She's a marksman in the Nightmare and Piercer factions, so dual faction, which is pretty cool. She has a chance to do decreased defense with her passive here for 3, 4, 5 seconds. And that skills up to a 20% defense reduction. Now she's in the same faction as Toreador, who you'd normally be running as Nightmare Lord, and he automatically puts it up. So I don't know if these will stack, but she's definitely good for that. She also gets more damage when you have Kagiri as well, and many of us do have Kagiri. So that's a consideration. And if you look at her stats, her base stats are pretty standard for a marksman. So a 37-25 is around the Silas and Hex range. So, not amazing, but not terrible either. And so if she's doing defense reduction by herself, she can actually do quite a bit of damage, I would think. Now, the other really important thing to keep in mind here, if we go to the gallery and we look at the Nightmare faction, so Nightmare Council, there is only one other marksman, period, in the Nightmare faction. And Hatssut is really hard to get. So, just for that reason alone, I would say she is worth pulling for this weekend, if you can. Just to have another marksman, one who's viable in a place like Semra or Guild Boss generally, is well worth it, I would think. So also coming this weekend is another Nightmare Lord in the Ancient Summoning pool. So Rygar looks pretty good. I haven't looked carefully at his kit, but you could pick up, a Nightmare Lord as well as a Nightmare Marksman. Everyone else on this banner is also quite good. I haven't really played around with Kalina because just haven't got around to it. She's got kind of a weird kit, but I think it might be viable in some cases in Semra as well. So she might be someone we want to skill up and upgrade, especially if they release a new guild boss. So yeah, so that's kind of it. I just wanted to highlight this lady Yuri and Nightmare and Piercer faction, so you could run her on either of those teams with either of those lords, and she could do some really good work. So yeah, so that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Do like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.